Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, welcome back to the Gun Counter. I am AJ, and today we're back again with some more Temu gear. So if you didn't see Temu Tactical Part 1, I'm gonna leave a link to the description. We unboxed some awesome tactical gear, including this plate carrier that you see here. If you're interested in that, we got some knives, flashlights, plate carriers, and things like that. If you're interested in that, go click that link in the description. It'll be the top link. You guys can go check out Part 1. This is Part 2. So I enjoyed Part 1 so much, and I got such a good response from you guys that I went on Temu yet again and spent around another $50. So if you don't already know what Temu is, again, it's a Chinese-based vendor. All the stuff you order from there does come from China. It ships overseas. A lot of it has logos on it like 511 and Gerber and things like that, and a lot of it feels pretty decent quality, a lot better than it should for the price, because the prices are unreal. This plate carrier here with the mag pouches, dump pouch, and a hydration pouch and all was right around like $28, which is unheard of for a plate carrier. So something a little different from last time. It didn't come in my cool orange bag that it did last time, but it came in 2 different packages. I did already open it to make sure everything was in there. I kind of inventoried it before I came out here to record the video. We do have everything. I didn't open each individual thing, so we're gonna go ahead and pull some stuff out and see what we got. All right, so the first one's kind of a smaller package. Brought you guys a little bit closer so you can see. Gonna cut it open with this fancy Cobra Tech OTF knife that I just got. I do have a review coming out on these pretty soon. It's an awesome budget OTF knife. So let's go ahead and open this and see what we got here. Okay, so these are some awesome fancy bracelets that, no, I'm just kidding. I can't remember how much exactly everything was, but I am gonna pop up an advertisement and show you guys what they look like. These are obviously your magazine markers to mark the bottom of your mags. I got the FDE color and I got 5.56 NATO because I don't currently have a 300 blackout. Hopefully soon, that'll be the next thing I build. They do have a ton of different calibers for these, and they're all super cheap. So there you go. You see just a couple of different they got there. They say subsonic, 300 AAC. They got a ton of different calibers. I've seen 7.62 by 39. I've seen 308, 300 Win Mag. I've seen a ton of different calibers. Now the question is, are they gonna fit on a mag? So we'll just take this P mag here. This is your standard 5.56 P mag, and we're going to see if they squeeze on there. And yep, they fit right on. They fit pretty good, and it's perfect on each side when you put it on there. So they do fit on the mags. I guess that's all you're looking for with these, right? The retention's pretty good, and they seem to be pretty stout. So yeah, clearly can see the letter and the number on it. They fit on the mag, so I don't know what else you could ask for with those. That was a pack of 6, and I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I'll pop it up on screen. So that's a win in my book. They fit, they're clear to read, and yeah, they seem to work. All right, and while I've still got you guys pretty close, we'll go ahead and pull out the next smaller item. You know, I can't order stuff from Temu without ordering a knife. Just to show you the box and the packaging real quick, it did come like this, kind of crushed up, but it came all the way from China, so it's had a long journey, right? So I didn't pay attention when I ordered it. I thought it was an assist open. I thought this thing here was a assist open, but it is not. No assist open. It's just got the indent in the blade that you open. There also is no lock on the blade, but as far as quality, it's got some weight to it. It feels pretty good. You've also got a window punch down here at the bottom. The blade is fairly sharp. Go ahead and do the shave test. Is that how you guys test your sharpness? Yeah, so it just took the hair right off my arm. So definitely sharp enough to carry, just like the last knife we got in Temu Tactical Part 1. You got your pocket clip there. Gonna fit right down in the pocket. That clip is pretty tight, which I like that. I like having a lot of retention on my knives. I don't want to lose them. So yeah, that's a pretty tight clip. Needs a little bit to be worn in, but No assist to open, so that kind of sucks, but I think I paid like $3 for this thing. So a $3 pocket knife is always cool, no matter what kind of knife it is. Now, will it stay sharp for very long? I don't know. I do have a video coming up pretty soon that we're gonna torture a ton of knives off of Temu and see how they hold up. But for the price I paid for that knife, I am not mad at all. All right, let's get the next item. All right, so the next two kind of go together. So this is kind of like a retainer for a plate carrier or some kind of gear. This can clip on to a plate carrier, it can clip onto a backpack, it can probably clip onto a keychain. I'm not sure what all you'd want to use this for. And the idea behind it is to hold a pair of gloves. Now, before we go any further, all these clips and everything up here are plastic, but this buckle down here is metal, some kind of metal. So you'd go through there, put your gloves in, and then close it, and it would retain your gloves. It would squeeze them and retain them for you. To go along with that, I also got a pair of shooting gloves. Now, last episode we had the face gaiter and the toboggan or beanie that had a 511 logo on it. Now it looked pretty solid and I couldn't tell that it was fake, really. Same thing with this. There's the 511 logo right there on the strap, and I think I got a size large, which I have baby hands, so I was kind of scared to get a large. And wow, they actually fit pretty good. Now, these gloves are weird, right? Some people charge $60 for gloves and they feel like gardening gloves. These, I don't know how long they're gonna last. They're probably not meant to have the crap beat out of them. But I will say the fingers are a little short for me, even in the large, right? There's a lot of space right there on the glove itself. They got the 511 logo. I mean, they're on my hands, right? They fit, I'm wearing them. So they've got a little grip texture here. Don't know how they're gonna feel when I'm shooting. As far as the actual feel of the material, they feel pretty solid. You know, gloves are a weird thing to judge, right? How much can you beat gloves up, and how much are you supposed to be able to beat gloves up? And just show you guys how this retainer is supposed to work. I believe you're supposed to be able to open it up, just throw your gloves in there, take the strap, run it through the metal, and then you can cinch down your gloves. All right, so got my gloves in the retainer, and then if I wanted to, I could take my plate carrier here. You could probably just take this clip here, open it up. Man, that clip is really small, kind of difficult to open for my fingers. And get it clipped on, see how that goes. Bam, right there. So now I got my gloves attached to my plate carrier and something to retain my gloves if I ever want to take them off while I'm wearing that plate carrier. So that's awesome. It still blows my mind that somehow they have the ability to use the 511 logo. Are they doing that illegally? Who knows? Maybe. Did I still buy it for like $3? Yes, absolutely. Before we get into the two bigger items we have, there's two things we have to order every time we order from Temu, right? And that's a knife and a patch. The patch I got this time says I gotta see the candy first, then I get in the van. I'm not stupid, right? Obviously I'm not getting in your van if you don't show me what kind of candy you have, right? I don't like Kit Kats. I'm not getting in your van for Kit Kats, bro. You show me the Reese's, I'm gonna hop in. So let's take our other patch. This is our old one from part one. Piece was never an option. It's got the Velcro backing that it came with. We're gonna take that and we can stick that right there, and now we look awesome. All right, so the next item, definitely a weird one. Definitely has the possibility to be super sketchy because of the price. So 1, 2, and 3 tourniquets for $12.97, I believe is what I paid for these. Now, if you don't know, like your standard cat tourniquet, it's around $30, if not more, for a cat tourniquet. And they give you 3 for $13. Now, do they work? is the question. And also another question, how do you know if they work without being in that situation where you have a limb blown off where you have to use a tourniquet? And really, in that situation, do you want to use a Chinese knockoff tourniquet? So I'm going to do my best to test and see if they work. So just to give you guys a quick close-up before I get too ahead of myself, you got your buckle and a buckle there. They look, so that looks plastic. I do believe that is plastic. That's also plastic, and that's kind of flexible. I wish I had a cat tourniquet to compare it to with me. I do not have one with me. You got your windlass. You got your windlass clip, your timestamp, and you got the Velcro. Nothing seems to be low quality about the Velcro. It seems just fine. Now, the windlass is going to be your problem. That's going to be your weak point, right? And I can already feel some give. If I bent that hard enough, I do think it have a little give to it. Now, so I'm going to put it on my arm real quick and see how tight I can get it. See if I can get it tight enough to maybe not get a pulse from my wrist. Before I start, though, I am not a medical professional by any means, and do not take medical advice from me, right? Do your own research, take your own classes, and find somebody that knows what they're doing, right? Because there's some people that probably know enough right now just watching me try to do this to myself, and they're thinking that it's a terrible idea and I probably shouldn't do it. Now, as far as the size of the tourniquet, they are huge, right? That's awesome. I could fit that around my thigh super easily, right? No problem. A lot of people say you want to carry a tourniquet for each limb in your kit, right? So tourniquets are very important. So like we said, before I start talking about this, this is not medical advice. You need to seek training for proper medical advice on things like tourniquets, right? I do know enough from the Marine Corps that we teach high and tight. Say you're blown off from your forearm, we're gonna go 4 fingers above where the injury is. We're gonna get it as tight as we can. Let's pull that up. We're gonna get it as tight as we can without using the windlass. Probably should have went the other way. All right, so fairly tight there. There's a ton of slack. And then you take the windlass and you're gonna turn and turn and turn. And in a scenario, if I was bleeding, I would turn until the bleeding stops. Now, I haven't even made it one turn yet. Crap, that hurts. It's pinching. Ow, ow. Just trying to make it one turn there. Man, that hurts. That is pinching like crazy. All right, so I just turned it one time. That's painful. It's super tight. I'm gonna try to feel right here. Okay, so I'm not getting a pulse, and I'm also turning purple. So I'm gonna hurry up. I'm gonna ease this off. I feel like I should probably do that nice and slow. So, did that work? I think so. I've never had to actually apply a tourniquet in a combat environment or a injured scenario, right? I've only practiced with tourniquets on dummies and other Marines, right? Which is kind of the same category. So when I did that, I did not have a pulse down here, and my arm was turning purple. My hand was turning purple pretty quick. So I do think I stopped the blood flow. I won't be able to tell for sure because obviously I'm not bleeding. I don't have my arms blown off. Thank the Lord, right? I don't want to be in that situation. Now with stuff like this, I probably would not run this in my kit, being from Temu, being from a Chinese knockoff, right? Just because I don't want to be in that situation where this thing fails because it's a $3 Chinese piece of crap. I want something that's reliable. I want something that's going to work. I want something that is well backed, well talked about, and that has been used before in these scenarios. So that's all I can give you guys from the tourniquets as far as if they work or not. I did get 3, like I said, for $13. Also, something pretty awesome, right? Each of these bags has a little paper that gives you instructions on how to apply the tourniquet. So you see this paper here, it's got the tourniquet, the range of applications, the specs, which is the width, the tolerance, the length. It's got your list of parts down here. You've got instructions for arm bleeding, one-handed operations. It's got pictures to go along with the steps. They're numbered 1 through 7. Also on the back, you've got some double hand operation leg bleeding, showing you if you have a lower extremity injury. That's in every one of these. They all came with that instruction manual. Going along with that, if your family doesn't know how to apply a tourniquet and you own a tourniquet, then you're doing yourself very wrong, right? Train them, show them how to use a tourniquet. What's it gonna... All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you found some of this stuff interesting. I know I did, for sure. Again, I said it in Teemu Tactical Part 1, and I'll say it again in Part 2. I am not mad about this money that I spent. Some of the stuff seems pretty quality, and I know I will get some use out of this stuff. Again, if you didn't watch Teemu Tactical Part 1, the link will be in the description. You guys can go check that out. Also, my TikTok will be linked in the description. I try to post some firearms content on there when they don't strike it down immediately with the band hammer. There's also going to be links to all these items in the description in case you're interested in purchasing yourself. I can't promise you those links will stay good forever. Sometimes Temu deletes an item and it won't be available anymore. It'll say discontinued on the site. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to press that like button, subscribe for more future content. I've got a lot of videos coming for you guys, and I can't wait to get them out. I appreciate you guys watching again, and we'll see you next time on the Gun Counter.